Hello, and welcome to this piece of shit game that has been out for 6 goddamn years, was updated as recently as this month, and runs like absolute AIDS. This is my third time trying to record this, and at the moment, I'm gonna turn this down. This is just way too fucking obnoxious. So, I tried recording this once already. I jumped into quick play. I immediately got the Softlock, where the camera hangs on the winning hand screen, and you're completely locked out of the UI. You can't open the menu. You can't interact with your hand at all, and you just sit there and you just auto-fold repeatedly. Was stuck at that screen twice in a row that happened. So I could not play hands for the first 2 rounds. Finally, after the second round ends, it zooms back out to like a normal view of the table, and I'm like, oh, okay, finally. But then the winning hand is still superimposed on the top of the screen, and the UI is still gone. So I still have no control. The camera angle just changed. So I have to sit there and watch that shit. And it happens again. And again. And I'm stuck with this bullshit for like 11 goddamn minutes. I realize that if I'm not even touching the controller, the game will automatically set you to sitting out. Which is basically like, oh, I'm in the game, but I'm AFK. So it actually brought up a new UI element where I could, press X to rejoin the game. And I did. And it immediately soft-locked again. So I just had to botch that fucking recording. 11 minutes wasted. Just sitting, staring at other players playing the game, and I don't even have a proper view of the game. Like, I'm at the table auto-folding because the game won't let me fucking play. So I'm like, well, that sucks. So I end the recording, I exit out to the PlayStation menu, close the game entirely, relaunch the game. It reconnects me, immediately tries to jump me right back into the same play session, of course. So, just out of paranoia out of that particular play session, I don't know what it is about that case, but I exit out of it, and I'm like, okay, I just don't want to do that level anymore. Any stages, any of the, 9-player tables, I just don't want to do that now. So, I jump into quick play. Immediately tries to assign me to a 9-player table. I exit out. Quick play again. Tries to assign me to a 9-player table. I exit out. Hit quick play again. Okay, I got a different table now. Okay, good. We'll give this a shot. So I sit there. It loads in. Game crashes. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? This game is such a piece of shit. So far, I've experienced that this game crashes, it soft locks, your fold icon will, turn into software gore sometimes. Players' goddamn chairs will super glue themselves to your wrists like it's a custom item from the shop that you can just slap on. Oh, someone's really blinging it up today. They brought their whole chair. And then you have people fucking T-posing as they go all in. This game's been out for 6 fucking years, since 2016. And it runs like this. The developers saw fit to put in, like, a new stage, a bigger table. I guess there's some, like, fucking solo mode elements. If I go to find game and solo, there's this new rooftop option. Ooh, boy, I can duke it out with, like, the big burly guy on, like, the game logo in the PlayStation Store. Oh boy. They fucked around with that shit, but they didn't fix all these fucking bugs that they clearly have. I have absolutely... I do not believe for a single fucking second that all of these bugs weren't present prior to this update. I don't even remember this all being a problem when I first played the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. These freemium games tend to have little care or polish put into them. I mean, look at my fucking character. If you can look close enough, you can see they have, like, a genuine, like, leather texture on, like, the maroon part of my jacket. They went to that kind of detail just to put on these characters I can't even zoom in on when I'm in the goddamn game. But once I'm in the game, you know what does go out the window? Like, hell in a handbasket. Fuck me, dude. I just wanted to bitch and moan because I just had to botch 2 whole fucking recordings of this fucking game. I don't have any issues with the poker part of the game. I don't have an issue with winning. I don't have an issue with losing. It's poker. You know what? I can't even get frustrated at this game. As easy as I'm sure it is for some people to come into this game, they go in, guns a-blazing, go all in, lose all their money, and then they hit the stupid, oh, you ran out, your bankroll has been depleted, you need to wait for your daily cut. And then they get lured into this stupid freemium mechanic where they have to pay real money to have goddamn chips just to play the fucking game. Like, oh, look at that, $99.99 USD for virtual money. I like to pay real money for virtual money so I can lose it playing virtual poker in a game that runs like fucking cancer. I just like to reiterate, don't spend money on this game or games like it, poker or otherwise. Don't spend money on freemium games. They're fucking scams. I assure you. I've done it before. I've regretted it. Don't do it. Quick play. Don't fuck me again. If it does, I swear to God, this is going in the abortion playlist on my channel. Ooh, great. I get to I get the fucking slaughterhouse map. Oh boy. Where should I set the camera here? I think right here. Okay, well, it didn't soft lock immediately, so that's something. Okay, 5 and an ace. Immediately raises 200. No. You want me to pitch in a fifth of what I have? There's some unpleasant sound effects. Oh, is this guy slicing meat in the background? Boy, do I sure love that sound effect. This map is cancer. Queen, king, clubs. Pretty good. Pair queens, 2 pair. Call that. much does she have? Everyone's got a modest amount of money. She's about to lose her money. Unless she's got 3 of a kind. You want to play? You want to play? We'll play. You want to raise 160? Pair 7s. Pair queens. That's a good early win. Now, this game is satisfying when it's working. Problem is, it should always be working.
Only the best music you can hear with your ears we play for you now.
What the fuck is that background audio? 10 jack spades. So, these are... I was crunching some odds about this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Odds of a flush. This stage of the game is 3%. That's really bad. But, I could get a pair. Pretty good high-value pair. So I need to bear that in mind. Okay, flush is impossible now. Pair of 8s on the table. I have the most amount at the table. Sweet. Ouch. I'm gonna fold. Pair 2s. Yeah, so I crunched a bunch of odds for the likelihood of pulling particular cards, because I know that I've been holding on to a bunch of hands on the possibility of like a straight or a flush, but only under particular circumstances are straights or flushes actually pretty good. Much of the time, though, they're actually really bad. For example, if I already have 4 in a sequence low-high, I can go low-high on a straight. Post-flop, I have 34% chance of that. This is not accounting for the cards already in the deck that have already been distributed, or the number of players in the game, blah, blah, blah. Just the raw odds of me basically pulling 2 more cards from 2 more cards to make a straight when I already have 4 cards that make the straight. Speaking of a straight, I almost had one. If that's the case, it's 34%. Those are actually really good odds. Contrast that with if I only have 3 in a sequence by the time of the flop, I only have like a 2 to 5% chance of me getting the straight on the next 2 cards. Which is pretty terrible. Similarly with the flush, if I have 3 of a suit by the flop, I have like a 3% chance of pulling it off with the turn or the river. But if I already have 4 of a suit, those odds jump up to like 38% by the turn or the river. This is all very rough math that I've done myself because I don't trust the other stuff I've already seen online. What are we waiting for right now? Do I need to add another bug to this fucking game? I think I need to add another bug to this game, because it looks like we just soft-locked. Again. haven't even run into this particular softlock before. The dealer just won't deal. Has he disconnected? Well, looks like we have another video to add to our abortions playlist. Welcome, Prominence Poker.